What is up, YouTube? Today we are going to be ranking the best Spider-Man movies that have ever been made, including the new Spider-Man movie that came out, Brand New Day, which people say is the best, but I don't know about me personally, but you'll just see in this YouTube video. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. If you want to see more of me, subscribe and hit the notification button. Just do a little bit of that. It don't take any time out your day. You might as well watching the video, might as well subscribe. Peace out. Alright, so as you see, we got all the Spider-Man movies lined up in order from when they were made and when they came out. So let's just start off. Spider-Man 1, thing that started it all off, everything. So, in my heart, I don't know, it's a little out of its time, it's a little old. I know a lot of people say that, but it's still a good Spider-Man movie. I would give it a high B. High B. You know, it started it all. Now, was that crazy of a movie? No. Alright. Spider-Man 2. Now, I love Spider-Man 2 personally because this was the first Spider-Man movie I've ever seen. So automatically, it's going S. Because, you know, it's the best Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans out of all of them, and that's not even debatable. Spider-Man 3, I don't like how they did Venom. Feels like there was a bunch of stuff going on, kind of was everywhere. I didn't like this movie a lot at all, like at all. I was bored the whole time I was watching it, so I'm gonna give it, for a Spider-Man movie, it's a D. So the first movie of Andrew Garfield's The Amazing Spider-Man. Now, I don't know why they only gave him 2 movies instead of 3 movies like every other Spider-Man, excluding Tom Holland, because he just got a 4th movie. I don't know why they didn't do 3 with him. I think it was probably just like a contract or something. They just didn't want to do a 3rd movie with him. Whatever. But, yeah, I don't know why they didn't give him a 3rd one. The Amazing Spider-Man, A. I think it's a good Spider-Man movie. I think it's a good way to start it off, you know. It showed us exactly... I mean, suit was bad, though. The suit in the Amazing Spider-Man was bad. Like, the yellow eyes were just trash and everything. I don't know. I like the enemy in this movie, though. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it at A. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, TASM 2. People would say this is the best Spider-Man movie ever, and I kind of agree with it. I don't think it's over Spider-Man. Actually, yeah, it's 100% over Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2. Now, the only problem is that there's a lot of villains in this movie. There's a lot of stuff going on, but that's the only part that's bad about it. Other than that, it's not bad. It's a really good Spider-Man movie. Alright. So, Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies are the Spider-Man movies that I wouldn't say I grew up with, but like, I went to theaters to see them because, I mean, I'm only 18, so I wasn't like, if I did see any Spider-Man movies before Tom Holland's, it would be the Amazing Spider-Man series. I'd have been like 3 if I saw them. So I probably, if I did saw them in theaters, I literally have no clue of seeing them. But Tom Holland's movies were the first Spider-Man movies that I saw in theater, which I think is a way different like reaction to like how it is in theaters than just watching on like TV or something. But Homecoming was, I like Homecoming a lot. Like, now, yes, it doesn't give us, like, the Spider-Man that everybody wants. Like, he's in, like, as soon as he gets his powers, he's all strong. He knows what he's doing 95% of the time. He knows how to use his webs all the time. You know, he knows how to use his strength all the time. I think Spider-Man's Homecoming's, like, one of the only ones that shows Spider-Man as a high school... It's not the only one, but, like, I think it's the best presentation of Spider-Man as a high school kid, what he's meant to be doing. As a high schooler, you're not going to be perfect at all. You're going to mess up. you're gonna have to learn from your mistakes. And I think that's what Tom Holland Spider-Man movies did all throughout the movies. Like, every single movie, he messed something up. He freaking learns from his mistakes. And if he has to do something if he has to get rid of something in his life to make up for those mistakes, he'll make up for them. But Spider-Man Homecoming himself, the movie itself, I think it is a good B. You know? It's not a bad movie at all, but is it better than the original Spider-Man? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I'm a little iffy on that. But, alright, so... Alright, I'd come back. It was a quick little recap. I did do something real quick. So, now we are on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the animated movie series with Miles Morales. Now, I'm not gonna lie, off the rip, I love both these movies. I love Across and Into the Spider-Verse. They are both really good movies, probably top tier Spider-Man movies. So, yeah, they are both going as. There's no need for any explanation. Actually, wait, no, Across the Spider-Verse is A. I like Into the Spider-Verse more. A lot. I mean, yeah, like a lot more. I feel like Across, there was a lot of people in that movie. Like a lot of random characters that came into the movie. I feel like that's my only problem with it, though, if I'm being honest. But I think Into the Spider-Verse is better than Across. I know a lot of people will probably dislike that comment, but I just like Into the Spider-Verse more. Alright, so now we got Far From Home Spider-Man. I like this movie a lot more than what other people say. Now, if we're going into this as a Spider-Man movie, no, it is not. It's barely a Spider-Man movie. It's just like, I don't know. It's the first Spider-Man movie without Tony Stark in this whole movie, kind of like Homecoming. But I don't know why people be hating on Homecoming, saying, oh, it's just Spider-Man as Tony Stark's kid and Tony Stark's child, when you gotta realize that freaking Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man, is a part of the MCU, and if you didn't watch Civil War, Tony Stark freaking went to Spider-Man's house and said, hey, can you do this with me, blah, 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 during Civil War. And yeah, that's why I think Tony seems like a dad to Peter Parker in Homecoming. He feels like he's saving the day all the time. But other than that, yeah. But Far From Home is the first Spider-Man movie without Tony Stark in it. And the whole movie, essentially, there was this, I don't even know how Spider-Man got faked out by a fake hero, and he was using Tony Stark's tech because this dude is dumb enough to give freaking Tony Stark's glasses with Edith on them. First of all, he gave freaking Tony Stark's technology to a random dude he met like 2 days ago. Why would you give something like that to a person in 2 days? You're not going to learn who they are as a person. You're not going to learn them as a whole before you give trillion-dollar company freaking glasses to this random dude that says he's a hero, even though in the movie he's a villain. No, just for that, C tier. Now, do I think it's worse than Spider-Man 3? I'm not gonna lie, Spider-Man 3 is not a D movie. No, I don't think it's worse than Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3 is kind of everywhere. I hated how they did Venom in that movie, and it just made me so mad. I think it's probably the worst Spider-Man movie ever, but yeah. Spider-Man No Way Home, it's probably my second favorite. Yeah, okay. I think it's probably my second favorite Spider-Man movie. I like the whole Doctor Strange Spider-Man he freaking made a spell for everybody to forget who he is, and then he messed up the spell because he's a high schooler. He is just now getting out of high school. Actually, no, he's still in high school in this movie. He is a kid and he messes up, and he messes up Doctor Strange's spell for everybody to forget him. And now he has to deal with all the other old Spider-Man freaking villains. And yeah, so now he has to go. I mean, actually, no. He has to go collect them all, and Doctor Strange has to do another spell for everybody to forget who he is. Now, if you haven't seen this movie, essentially, spoiler alerts, but I don't know how you haven't seen a Spider-Man, like every single Spider-Man movie, if you're clicking on this video right here. But, yeah, so essentially, Tom Holland Spider-Man, everybody found out who he is from freaking, I forgot the villain's name from Far From Home, but essentially, he recorded himself saying Spider-Man is Tom Holland, Peter Parker, and everybody finds out who he is, and then he goes to Doctor Strange for help because he wanted everybody to forget who he is, and then when Doctor Strange was doing that spell, he kept changing up the spells saying, hey, can you add for MJ, Ned, and my aunt to remember who I am still? And he kept saying that over and over again. He kept saying like their names individually, and pretty much it messed up Doctor Strange's spell. Boop. Every single villain from all the other Spider-Man movies essentially came to his world, and they're trying to destroy the world and, you know, trying to take it over. So then Spider-Man has to freaking catch them all, and then Doctor Strange has to redo a spell. So Doctor Strange give him like this gauntlet thing that if you shoot to that to villains, they essentially go into like this evil layer thing. And yeah, so and then it's like towards the end of the movie, MJ and Ned gets like this weird ring, like it's the Doctor Strange ring where he can like go make portals and stuff. Essentially, they bring both the old Spider-Man back, Andrew and Tobey Spider-Man, and essentially all three of them gotta destroy and defeat all their old villains and all that. And essentially, Tom Holland has to make the sacrifice and freaking tells Doctor Strange, hey, restart the spell, except make sure everybody forgets me, and it's all sad and stuff. But yeah, I think the whole movie itself is S tier. Not Brand New Day. I've only seen this once. Obviously, I mean, I don't have infinite amount of money, so I can't just keep seeing it over and over again. So, Spider-Man Brand New Day, I liked it first watch. Now, a lot of people liked it first watch and said it's the best Spider-Man since Spider-Man 2. I don't think it's the best Spider-Man since Spider-Man 2. I think TASM 2 is a little bit better. But I think No Way Home's better. I think both the animated movies. Actually, I think Into's better, not Across. I like Into way more. It's way more than Across. But yeah, I think Spider-Man Brand New Day is like a high A. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. It might be like right. Yeah, it's right under Spider-Man 2. I like the movie a lot. I'm not gonna spoil anything because it literally just came out like a month. No, not even a month ago. Like 2 weeks ago. If you haven't seen it, I would definitely see it. I'm not even gonna say that. It's a really good movie. If you want to see it, just go see it. If you're a Spider-Man fan, just go and see it. You see how good it's been doing in the box office. Recently made already like $1 billion. Its opening weekend. Crazy numbers for a freaking Marvel movie itself. Had one of the best opening week, actually the best opening weekend for any Marvel movie ever. So if you want to go see it, just see it. The hype is there, but I don't think it's the best movie since Spider-Man 2. No, I don't. But yeah, if you want to go watch it, go watch it. But that's the end of the review. Peace out. Oh yeah, and also don't forget to like and subscribe the video. Also, shout out Tier Maker for allowing me to make this video and do a list of all the Spider-Man movies, best to worst. If you want to go check out this dude's list, I'll put a URL, like a link under in the descriptions to see if you want to do it yourself. Peace out.